Okay, dear Rip, I've been using the Start at Strength method for a couple of years, but more recently I've returned to the novice linear progression after illness, and I'm making progress. I have a coach and everything, and it's moving in the right direction. My question is regarding the evolution of the method, how change happens over time, and what factors present themselves which may lead you to make adjustments to it. My interest in this came from the removal of the cue elbows up in the squat. Originally, I believed the idea was that the chest up and elbows up would lead the appropriate musculature to provide a suitable shelf for the bar to sit on. Now, I believe you cue elbows down, but seek to use the most narrow of grips possible, which will also provide the shelf for the bar to sit on. I'm interested in the process which led to this change. Well, that is kind of an interesting question, and what has happened is that over the years, the people that we have taught to coach this have misinterpreted what the original intent of the cue was. The instructions were to produce a shelf for the bar. I have never, and this is what we're talking about here, like that is called shoulder extension. This is shoulder flexion. Shoulder extension was never meant to be the thing that holds the bar up. Because if the grip is too wide, in order to provide support up the forearm for the barbell, mounted on the heel of the palm right there, if the grip is too wide, then shoulder extension must be used to produce the contracted posterior deltoid on which the barbell sits. If the grip is too wide, you have to extend the shoulders, and in effect, what you're doing is holding the bar up with shoulder extension. In other words, you're holding your elbows up to make a flat spot for the bar to sit on. That's not the idea, because that produces thoracic flexion. It moves the chest down. What we want is thoracic extension, because we want the spine in normal anatomical position. And in thoracic extension, the grip has to be narrow to create the posterior deltoid shelf for the bar. People have misunderstood this. People have misunderstood this. They haven't really understood what to do to hold the bar up. So recently, over the past 3 years or so, we have been making this grip stipulation a part of the teaching method at the seminars. And we're teaching everybody now to use the narrowest grip that they can to create the good position for the bar to sit on. Elbows up creates thoracic flexion. So instead of saying elbows up, we will say keep your elbows down, with the understanding that the grip is narrow enough to produce the shelf in the back. Okay?